everybody. It's Sean Plum at Edible Ornamentals, coming to you today from the heated greenhouse on site at the nursery with our weekly video blog. And today's topic is propagation. Now, if you remember last week, we were in the production kitchen with Dan Wells, and he was telling us about how he makes Seville orange chili marmalade in February. This is the time of year the oranges are available. Well, it's also the time of year when we're in the heated greenhouse propagating seeds. Today I'm going to talk about two different systems that we use for propagating seeds. The first one is what we call the Rockwool Blocks. This is a 35 millimeter Rockwool plug. In my personal opinion, Rockwool is the best growing medium for chili peppers, aubergines, tomatoes, cucumbers. Because of its air and water ratio. And if you want to know more about that, come on one of my chili grower workshops. There's one on the 28th of February, but that's another story. So first thing I do is I get a tray of these. These come in trays of 77, and I get a bucket of rainwater, and I drop all of these into the bucket of rainwater. So the purpose of this is to saturate these Rockwool blocks with water. It won't take very long. As soon as they hit the water, they'll soak up the water and they'll be ready to start sowing seeds. So the next thing I do is I'm going to start taking these Rockwool blocks out, and I put them straight back into the plug, into the trays. And they're ready to plant seeds. So here I am. I've got my soaked Rockwool blocks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get we're sowing some poblano seeds today. This is a variety called Cool Chili Poblano, and it's an authentic Mexican poblano, and we grow it for the Cool Chili Company. I tend to wear one glove on my left hand just in case I need to separate the seeds. And then the other hand, I don't have a glove on. And the reason for this is because I need some sensitivity in my finger as I put the seeds on here. There will be people who will say you shouldn't touch a seed with your hands, but as long as your hands are nice and clean, it is a fairly easy way of putting these seeds out. You got to try, notice I get the seed, it attaches to my finger, and then I'm going to put it as close as possible to the hole. And I'll just keep doing that until the entire tray is full of seeds. And then I'll go back, and I'm now going to use a plant label to gently push the seeds into the hole and then cover the hole with a few fibers of Rockwool. So that's the first system that we're going to show you. The second system I'm going to show you is the open tray system. And so the second system is a tray full of good quality multi-purpose compost. You can use seed compost if you want. We've tried lots of different mediums. I'll just say that we tend to just use good quality multi-purpose. In this situation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle the seeds right on the surface. And the neat thing about this system is that I can fit a lot of seeds in this tray. I'm aiming for about 100 seeds in a tray this size. Once I've got my seeds in the tray, I'm then going to cover the seeds with a substrate that we call vermiculite. Vermiculite is a silica-based substrate. It's designed to absorb lots of water. And so what it does is it covers the seeds, but it also retains moisture and water around the seeds. And this is important for propagation. We're looking to have a humidity of about 90% wherever you put your seed tray, and we're looking to have a temperature of about 25 degrees C. That's about 77 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you on the other side of the Atlantic. So I've got a good cover of vermiculite. It needs to be about the thickness of the seeds. That's a good measure. Okay, once that's on there, the last thing is I take my spray bottle. It's just got regular rainwater in it, and I give the vermiculite a good spray. Now what I'm looking for, and you can probably see this, is a change in color. That vermiculite is absorbing the water. It's getting darker. Okay, so last thing I'm going to show you is we take this tray and we put it in our heated propagator. You might have a covered heated propagator at home. we tend to have a big bench like this. This bench is great because it is fully insulated with polystyrene, and it has a heated mat, and it maintains exactly the right temperature inside the propagation bench. We're aiming for about 25°C. So literally, I put my tray into the propagation bench. I don't need to cover it because it's already got the humidity inside. I close it up, and that's it. We're off to the races. What you don't want to forget is to label up your trays. Today we're going to use plastic plant labels. I'm going to use one of these black Sharpies. We find the black ones are more permanent and they'll last without even when they get water splashed on them. I'm going to write 3 things on here: the name of the variety, approximate number of seeds, and the date. Within 1 to 4 weeks, we'll see some germinations in there, and then we'll move on to the next stage. The next stage is going to be potting up, and we'll talk about potting up in a future blog. But for today, that's it. So keep it hot, everybody.